Yeah. What's up with your world? This your guy, Young Stan. I go by Young Stan Neighborhood, Young Dude. I represent the label, man. Just Fam, man. Just Fam Entertainment. Now I also had run another business, Young Stan Entertainment. You know what I mean? Like I said, we just around here we focus on the real, man. Like I said, I'm basically bringing this label up, underground label. Just Fam ENT, Just Fam Entertainment, you know, just fam, not just you don't necessarily have to be a family member to be a part of this, but like I said, I've been around for a while. I've seen a lot of guys get on, a lot of guys do their thing, you know what I'm saying? But me, man, I just wanna mostly just try to focus on those underground artists. Most of the underground artists that don't get no recognition, they don't get no play. You know what I mean? I want to focus on most of those artists. You know what I'm saying? I want to work with kids. Want to work with adults. You know what I'm saying? Blues artists, different type of artists. No matter what your talent may be, man. Here at Just Fam Entertainment, man, we want to work with different artists, man. It's a new sound, quite quality sound. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to a lot of my guys, like my guy Rocker Boy over there, Hood Money Records. You know what I'm saying? My big brother L Groove is Sway Life Entertainment, man. My uncle ABC, MG. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys that paid the weight. Pistol P, Credible Hook. You know what I'm saying? Guys over there in decent home, put it down, Bo, all type of guys. That gave a nigga motivation, encouragement. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I want to just mostly focus on the underground artists, man, the ones that don't get no recognition, don't get no clout. Like I said, I also have a live talk show. What I do, you know what I'm saying? Go live where I break certain records. You know what I'm saying? Certain artists that don't get played. You can send me your hard work on far as your work that you've been putting in, far as the songs, to certain emails, and I implement those joints onto the show. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's something that's new to me. You know what I'm saying? That I haven't done. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to take this challenge. You know what I'm saying? I am very a knowledgeable guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have been around. You know what I'm saying? I have gave plenty of conversations to a million people across the world. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I'm the biggest of the biggest. No, it's just they say I motivated me because I know what I believe in. And I know what I'm saying, and when I'm saying it, I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So, like I say, I also got a voice. You know what I mean? I'm a walking blessing out here. I ain't never just been perfect. All my life I made mistakes, you know what I'm saying, did time, you know what I'm saying, but I'm back here, because I had a mission the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here if I didn't have God by my side. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the first to witness to say I do believe in God. I have took God as my save a long time ago. I've been familiar with God and the Bible and different things, but like I say, I focus on it at times, but I do put God for first in my life, you know. But at the same time, God do send me visions. Sometimes He send me visions. I don't even share those visions, But I'm at a point of life and time right now where I try to figure out like what's my calling, what's my goal, what's my real point of life, what God have sent for me out here, what's my meaning to life, and I sit back and for me going to different classes, different going through different programs, different places, trying to get employment, trying to get work, trying to get this with a background, being a convicted felon with a background, you know what I'm saying? First time offense. You go in behind those bars and you do time, and you get into this program, that program, they say, hey, this program supposed to help you. That program supposed to help you. When you get out, we need you to get in this program. I done all that, and I can't say that I'm one of them young men that did get denied. Most of 75 to 80% of the time I got denied. I would get called on jobs, and get in there. And when I go on those jobs, I would say to myself, man, I'm gonna work hard. It's my motivation in my head. I would say to myself, when I get on these jobs, I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna give it my all. And when I was get on those jobs and I work hard, give my all, my work was staying, but at the same time, my background wouldn't. I would be on jobs, man, that would pay $12, $13 an hour, that would give me good pay for my family, but at the same time, you have that rule, the felony, I call it the felony rule. You will have that rule where they say company policy. Company policies say we can't hire no felons, so we have to let you go because we ran your background. We understand that you have been working with us for 3 to 6 months, but we finally ran your background and it came back that you have a felony. So company policies is we have to let you go. I call it the felony rule. Company policy. When they say company policy, I call it the felony rule. But in actuality, what me, I look down and I say to myself, I'm not the only young man that's going through this. I'm not the only young man, the only human being in the world that have went through this and have experienced this. What it does is it create a bundle of hate, a bundle of how can I put it? It creates a bundle of negativity to a person. When you have made mistakes in life, you go through incarceration, you rehabilitate yourself through these tough programs that people when they incarcerate don't want to go through. Some people go through because they want to change. When you have people that go through that want to change, you actually go through it and you change and you get out and you create a family and you try to be able to provide for your family, but you can't because these boundaries set out there that have so-called quote on the felony rule. Company policies can't hire you. But when I dig back down and I think, because I know what it did to me for years, I said I was gonna fly all the way straight. I was gonna go find the jobs no matter what. They put me down. Whether they hire me, they hire me, they hire me not. I'm still gonna apply and I'm still gonna prevent myself. I'm gonna still push myself, present myself the way that I knew how to present myself because when I was incarcerated, I took classes that showed me how to present myself, how to sit in job interviews and do different things. I went and got my GED when I was incarcerated. I took MRT, anger management, fatherhood, parenthood, different classes that I had to take to rehabilitate myself for society. But when I get out into society, society don't honor that. Society still puts you down because at the end of the day, you still a felony. But what I'm saying is, you can't create a system that's supposed to help. And then when you get out into society, the system don't stand no more. Because in society, we are judged for our individual behavior. No matter what you may have done in life, the system in the world still gonna judge you for your behavior and the things that you have done in life is still gonna stand. Here I am, I've been out of incarceration. How many I know over 10, 12 years now. I say I get 10 years, 9 years, 8 years, something like that. And I still yet have found a job that will hire me and look over my background. Now I have been blessed with some people, some spiritual peoples in higher places, some people with some powers that have got me on, and still quote on the felony rules still would kick in as far as with company pilots. No matter what your background way is, people, you can be a good enough person. You can present yourself to the fullest. Respect your people around you and have gave everything you can give back to society. And you still gonna be judged for what you have. Just imagine the millions of young men that got bounded over like I did. I got bounded over as a juvenile and charged as a adult. I got bounded over as a juvenile and charged as a adult. And I basically didn't get a chance to experience my juvenile life on the streets. I had to grow up as a man behind bars. But somehow I'm glad I ran to good people when I was incarcerated. I ran into some of the most talented people when I was incarcerated. Some of the guys that experienced the same situations I experienced when I was incarcerated that told me, young man, you got a bright future. Don't worry about it. You made mistakes. You're going to become to be somebody. They would say, I can't say this about everybody, but I can say it about you. Excuse me. I would say, why me? Out of everybody. It said, young man, it's something about you. It's something about you, young man. That's what the older guys would tell me. Not just older guys. I would have young guys tell me this. I would have gang bangers. Young guys that bang would tell me this. But it's something about you. It's something about you. To piggyback, when I first started this here just now, this one we talking right now about, I said I wanted to realize what my calling was. What's my calling, God? For years and years I battled. I battled with myself. Spiritual battle, spiritual fight, spiritual warfare. I went through it. And I said to myself, Father God, you tell me what my calling is. And I realized what my calling was. Plenty of times I thought I was a pastor slash minister. I don't say pastor. I don't say pastor because I know the world would judge. But even though I don't care what the world would think. But I ain't gonna say pastor. I would say more like a minister because I have ministered to older people and younger people in my life. I have people that would vouch for that. But I thought maybe there was a pastor slash minister or something like that. But when I thought about it, I said, no. I said that's what I might want to be because I know I got uncles that's pastors and uncles that's preachers and uncles that have churches and stuff like that. And I said it might be in the gene, but then I thought about it. I said, nope, that ain't it. A year back, I said that I seen myself daydreaming. I said, it's a vision. I told my wife, I said, it's a vision. I said, God sending something for me. And I looked and I said, it's not a pastor. It's not a minister. It's a promoter for life. What I mean by promoter for life is, because I have my hands in a whole lot of things. And I'm telling why I might be ministering or promoting life, speaking about life, the experience that I have been into life, what I have been through in life, the problems, the obstacles I have been through in life, what I done to knock those obstacles out in life, because people still realize I've been out here 10 years and I only had like 6, 7 jobs, and none of them lasted over